students, how are you all? On request of some students, today I am going to make a video on class 7th geography. So today I am going to teach you about our chapter number 3 of geography, our changing earth. Students, as you know, our earth is not static. The lithosphere, the upper part of the lithosphere, or you can say the crust of our earth, is continuously changing. Sometimes it is changing very slowly, it's a very gradual process, and sometimes due to some earthquake or volcanic eruption it may also change rapidly. तो देखिए दोस्तों, हमारी जो अर्थ है वो अर्थ के नीचे इंटरनल लिथोस्फीयर के नीचे कुछ मूवमेंट्स के कारण और अर्थ क्रस्ट के ऊपर कुछ नेचुरल प्रोसेस के कारण हमेशा इसमें बदलाव होता रहता है. जैसा कि आप जानते हैं, हमारी जो अर्थ थी वो पहले पूरा एक अकेला लैंडफॉर्म थी. सो आवर अर्थ क्रस्ट in 100,000 years ago, it was a huge land mass and which was called as Pangea. उसके बाद due to some tectonic disturbance, लिथोस्फीयर के नीचे जो टेक्टोनिक प्लेट्स हैं उनमें क्रैक्स होने के बाद, स्प्लिट होने के बाद, they started to move away, drifted away from each other, and today we are having 7 continents. तो ये जो पैंजिया था, इसके नीचे जो टेक्टोनिक प्लेट थी, ओशनिक क्रस्ट और जो कॉन्टिनेंटल क्रस्ट है, वो पहले पूरा एक टेक्टोनिक प्लेट थी, लेकिन उसमें क्रैक्स होने के बाद उसके बहुत सारे टुकड़े हो गए. उसमें 7 बड़े बड़े टुकड़े हो गए, 7 ह्यूज टेक्टोनिक पीसेस में डिवाइड हो गई, और बहुत सारे छोटे छोटे टुकड़े भी हो. तो इसी प्रकार ये बहुत ही ग्रेजुअल प्रोसेस है, बहुत ही स्लो प्रोसेस है, ग्रेजुअल प्रोसेस है. इसी प्रकार हमारी अर्थ के ऊपर हमारी जब हमने अपने पहला चैप्टर पढ़ा था तो उसमें हमने अर्थ की संरचना के बारे में पढ़ा था. हमारी अर्थ की जो सबसे ऊपर की क्रस्ट है उसके 2 पार्ट हमने पढ़े थे. एक तो ओशनिक क्रस्ट और एक कॉन्टिनेंटल क्रस्ट. तो देखिए, ओशनिक और कॉन्टिनेंटल क्रस्ट के नीचे जो है टेक्टोनिक प्लेट्स की एक लेयर है. टेक्टोनिक प्लेट्स की एक लेयर है जिसमें बहुत सारे क्रैक है, मैंने आपको बताया, और वो धीरे धीरे एक दूसरे से दूर जो है ड्रिफ्ट अवे हो रहे हैं, मूव कर रहे हैं, जिसके कारण क्या हो रहा है कि बहुत ही स्लो प्रोसेस है, लेकिन फिर भी हमारे कॉन्टिनेंट्स में जो है ना बदलाव हो रहा है. इन अवर चैप्टर अवर चेंजिंग अर्थ, स्टूडेंट्स, एज यू नो, our earth consists of number of landforms. There are lots of landform you must observe on our crust, like plateaus, mountains, floodplains. You can say floodplains. There are lots of mountains, hills, river valleys. So these kind of landforms you may observe on our earth crust. So how these landforms are formed? You know, these landforms which you are observing on our crust, they are because of the changes, because of some natural processes which are happening either inside our earth or outside our earth. So students, our earth is continuously changing. Our earth is not static, it is changing. Sometimes it is changing slowly, and sometimes due to earthquake or some tsunami or some volcanic eruption, it may also change rapidly. So let us start our chapter now. Students, there are 2 kind of forces which are working for the formation of these kind of landforms on our earth. So these forces are, some forces are happening inside our earth, some forces are happening inside our earth, and they are called endogenic forces, and some forces, natural forces or processes which are working on our earth crust, so they are called exogenic forces, or you can also define it as external forces, and here you can say internal forces. So see students, there are lots of movements which are happening inside our earth, just below to our lithospheric plates, and some forces are working over to our earth, like blowing of wind blowing, tsunami, or sometimes maybe the flow of water, rivers are flowing, and the oceanic waves. So these kind of external forces are also slowly and gradually they are changing the landforms on earth. The shape of the landforms are changing continuously. Similarly, in endogenic forces, like due to some disturbance inside the earth, like volcanic eruption, or due to some the earthquake. So these kind of earthquake and volcanic eruption, they are happening just because of endogenic forces of the earth. So these two forces, internal forces and external forces, they are leading to the changes on our earth crust. So these landforms, students, our earth is not, all these is not static. All these landforms, they seem to be static because the process is very slow, but it is really not static. And in this manner you can understand that these kind of endogenic forces or these kind of natural processes are causing the formation of different land masses or landforms on our earth crust. So students, one by one, let us start to understand different land mass. We will read about different land masses like the formation of mountains, hills, river valleys, deltas of rivers, and formation of rocks due to volcanic eruption. So these kind of, we are going to study about these kind of land masses, as well as we will study the causes behind this, how the earth is changing, why these landforms are shaping and reshaping again and again. So as I told you, we will study about these endogenic and exogenic forces. So when we are going to study about endogenic and exogenic forces, I need to explain here you to name out some endogenic forces. So the endogenic forces, because of which the landmass of the earth are getting changed, are being changed, can be divided into two parts: sudden changes and slow changes. So sudden and slow changes, and sudden changes are happening because of earthquake, volcanic eruptions, and movement of, just because of the movement of magma inside the earth, movement of magma, or some gaseous pressures or some gaseous pressure built up inside the earth. So these are the endogenic forces which are causing sudden changes in the landforms. And other slow changes, the mountains, the fold mountains and other faulty mountains, these mountains are formed just because of the drifting. Sometimes the mountains are also formed due to some sudden endogenic forces like volcanic eruption. But sometimes the mountains are also formed due to some slow process, like when two continents are drifting towards each other, and when they will strike with each other, then these kind of folds may create new kind of mountains. So students, we have discussed endogenic forces: earthquake, volcanic eruption, and magma, circular movement of the magma or gaseous pressure inside the earth. So these are called endogenic forces. Now what are exogenic forces? So the external forces like the blowing of the wind, flowing of the water, and oceanic waves are moving and they are hitting on their seashore. So they are also continuously, gradually, slowly, they are changing the shapes of the rocks on the earth. This is about the different forces which are working and causing the changes in the landforms, in the shapes of the landforms on the earth crust. So students, one by one we are going to read about these landforms. In this chapter we will cover only about the landforms and the causes behind them. Okay, today we have covered these endogenic and exogenic forces, and we have discussed how the shape of different landforms are being continuously changing, and they are either slow changes or fast changes. Students, in today's class we have discussed about these things. Now I will see you in the next class. Thank you. See you. Goodbye.